good afternoon, good morning, good day, VC. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the fourth in the series of 10 records you should know. This is kind of focusing on North Africa, Egypt. I think there's some records from Iran in here, so kind of whatever you would call that area geographically. There's actually more than 10 records here. I think there's more like 12, but the more the merrier, I guess. So again, none of these are crazy rare or expensive. They're just really cool records that I just want to show and talk about, really. But in saying that, and then playing the background, I'm just going to say it's not strictly a Turkish record, but it kind of is. This is Maffy, Falay, and Sevda on the Caprice label out of Sweden. So this is basically a bunch of Turkish musicians and a bunch of Swedish musicians kind of coming together to reinterpret traditional Turkish music in sort of like a jazz fusion style. But it's really, really killer. Sevda are a really good Swedish group. Please check them out. I had a whole deep dive on Swedish jazz music years ago, and I just discovered them through that. But yeah, this features the wonderful OK Tamiz on drums, Matthew Falay, Bert Rosengren, AK Tamiz, which probably is a relative of OK, I'm not sure. But that's what's going on in the background. Okay, so I've kind of just jumbled them up a bit so that we'll just kind of jump around a little bit in terms of where the music's from. But I just had to start with this absolutely classic compilation. I think this is where a lot of it started for Turkish music being exposed to Western audiences in a big way. This classic compilation came out all the way back in 2005, and I'm pretty sure it's classed as a bootleg these days, so it's impossible to find. You can't buy it on Discogs anymore. I was really, really happy to get this. Can't remember where I got it from, but I was very excited. I bought it years and years ago now, and it is an absolute monster. Side 1 is Turkish funk music, and side B is Turkish jazz, basically. But it's just funky, groovy monster. Every track is absolutely killer. So I'm gonna play a sound clip for you. And it's what I'm going to be playing is the second track by Mustafa Özkent. His album I don't have, and it's been reissued, and I should really grab it. But yeah, this is the track. I ended up filming it for over a minute because I was just enjoying it so much. So I'm sorry that this clip is a minute long, but it's absolutely worth it. Bosporus Bridges. I did warn you that we will be jumping around here a little bit, but I'm going to basically go... Oh, I should say, by the way, this comp, everything was basically just ripped off dusty old 45s, and the sound quality is pretty crap. So if you do come across this, be aware that the sound quality is not great, but the music's killer. I think they're up to Bosporus Bridges 4 or 5 by this point, so there's lots to dig into if you do like this. Anyway, okay, we are gonna jump to Bagdad, 1979. and this is an album by Fawzy Al-Aiedy, of Iraqi descent, from Basra. This is basically a traditional Iraqi folk album with oud and oboe. This is his second album. It's really, really good. This is the other one, but it's also still really cheap and easy to get in a similar vein. Really, really beautiful. Mainly just vocals and oud. But yeah, really beautiful, powerful music. Fawzy Al-Aiedy. Jumping back across to North Africa here, this is something that I really, really like. This is on the Habibi Funk label. Ahmed Malik, Musique, Originale de Films. So this is a compilation of Ahmed Malik's basically soundtrack work. It's all over the show in terms of like the jazzy bits, funky bits, folk, bossa nova. Yeah, really, really cool. The hype sticker said he's the Ennio Morricone of Algeria, which is a big line. But yeah, this is really, really beautiful. Kind of lightly groovy in parts. Well worth a listen if you don't know it. The Habibi Funk label do some really, really interesting stuff, and this is definitely up there. Comes with this lovely booklet. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. This music is killer, but I don't want to have it too loud. Yeah. Kind of goes without saying at this point, but there's definitely going to be ads on this video, not by me, but because of the copyright strikes. But as you know by now, it's kind of worth an ad to hear the music. Just hopefully the video doesn't get blocked. Okay, jumping into Egypt, this was reissued a couple of years ago for Record Store Day, but this is the Art Yard Kindred Spirits reissue of Salah, Ragab and the Cairo jazz band, Egyptian Jazz. This was recorded, this is basically a compilation of material recorded between 60 and 71 in Cairo, and it's kind of Egyptian jazz, big band, absolutely wonderful. They played with Sun Ra when he toured through Egypt. You know, the sound, the audio clip will do this justice, but yeah, absolutely killer record. There you go, Salah, Ragab. Also, while we're staying in Egypt, this is the amazing Hamza El-Din from 1971 called Escalay, The Water Wheel. I have a few Hamza El-Din records, but this is my favorite, mainly because there's this one 21-minute track on the first side called The Water Wheel, and it's basically just like this 21-minute piece of music that has like a really sort of like drone that kind of runs through it, and he kind of creates these layers of harmonics, and it sort of moves and up and down. It really takes you on this beautiful journey. If you can find this on the None Such label, check it out. It is fantastic. Very powerful stuff. Okay, we'll jump to Morocco. This is the 2022 reissue of a 1977 album by Nass Ghiwane out of Morocco. They started off as an avant-garde political theatre group, but as they moved into music, they sort of went for this like trance, like Moroccan folk, like mixed with Sufi music, really like percussion heavy and vocals. Martin Scorsese used their music in a film, and I've forgotten what it was called, and he called them the Rolling Stones of Africa for some reason. I don't know why. I'm just going to leave that quote out there. Okay, this next one, I haven't seen many people talk about in the VC, but I think this is like a truly incredible record. This is Mali Mahmoud Ghania with Pharoah Sanders, The Trance of Seven Colors. This is from 2019. It has just been reissued. The first 2019 press sold out immediately, but just get this record. It's so deep and powerful, and I think it's some of Pharoah Sanders' best playing on it. It was recorded in Morocco in 1994, and basically the music is Moroccan trance music, and the music is meant to build the participants up into a frenzy where the music puts them in a trance, and they grow and grow and grow, and the songs get deeper and more powerful, and you can really hear that. It is recorded amazingly and sounds so powerful. This is a fantastic record. There's a 2024 reissue, so grab it if you can. Yeah, I love this. Okay, this next one I showed pretty recently, so I won't go into it. But for those of you that didn't watch that video, this is Les Mogol. That's probably Le Mogol. Basically a traditional folk and jazz album with really interesting playing on it. I talked about this very recently, so I won't spend too much time in that. But yeah, really good record, really worth a listen. Should be reissued. I mean, it's not, but it should be reissued because I think it would be a lot more accessible to a lot more people. Okay, we got three more, and I thought I would chuck in two absolute classics, both 10 out of 10 records for me, and I'll show them both together because, I mean, that could be a thumbnail, couldn't it? These are kind of like essential Turkish records. The Selda album from 1976, absolute 10 out of 10, kick-ass vocals, yeah, 10 out of 10. And same with this thing too, just both classic Anatolian rock records. We've got an insert that's fallen out. But yeah, please do check these out. Again, the audio will do the talking for you. Love these records. And so I thought I would end it kind of how I started, with this record here. This is OK Timiz with Oriental Wind. So again, it is Swedish musicians with Turkish musicians in a similar kind of style to this one actually, but on this one you've got a couple of the ECM guys. You've got Bobo Stenson and Pelle Danielsson with some Turkish guys. But yeah, this is really, really fantastic. Again, killer saxophone playing on this one. Yeah, very fantastic. So again, a fusion record, which I really enjoy. I bought this years and years ago now. I think I barely even knew what it was when I bought it, to be honest. So there we go. Hopefully I didn't rush through that too quickly. 13 minutes, that's not too bad, plus the audio clips. Thank you for watching. I've got one more in the series that's going to be a little bit different, and then we'll see what happens after that. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for all the likes and all the amazing comments on the previous videos. I am terrible at responding, but I try to get to them when I can. Thank you again. Stay safe and stay warm if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. See ya.